Good morning students. Once again I welcome you all on online classes of Jamna Krishan Junior High School. Students, today I will teach you civics and this is the last chapter of the civics. The Judiciary, page number 177. Chapter number 18, the Judiciary. First topic is the judicial system in India. India has a federal system with two levels of government, one of the center and the other in the state. There is a single unified system of courts for the Indian Union, unified system and the states. The system forms the third branch of government, the judiciary. It is independent of the legislative and the executive wings of the government. The primary function of the judiciary is to administer justice, define and interpret law and protect the rights of Indian citizens. It is the guardian of the constitution and penalizes those who violate the constitution or break the law. They deal with cases against individual organizations and governments. As the apex of the judicial system is in Supreme Court of India located in Delhi, below the Supreme Court as the High Court in each state. The High Courts have a number of subordinate courts below them. Next point is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is located in New Delhi and in the highest judicial authority in the country. It is the guardian of the Constitution. It is headed by the Chief Justice of India and a number of other judges are there. The judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President, the Council of Ministers. Supreme Court judges must have following qualification. They must be a citizen of India. They must either be advocate of High Court or of two or more courts such session for at least 10 years, or they must be judge of High Courts of 5 years standing. They are a distinguished jury in the opinion of the President. The judges of the Supreme Court hold office until they are 65 years old. The President cannot dismiss Supreme Court judges before the end of their term. Supreme Court judges can only be removed on grounds of proven misbehave or incapacity through impeachment. Next point is powers of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has three kinds of power to pass judgment in civil and criminal cases: original jurisdiction, appellate jurisdiction and advisory jurisdiction. Apart from this, it is also act as the guardian of the Constitution as it is a court of record. Next is original jurisdiction. Certain cases are brought before the Supreme Court directly for the first time. This happens in cases involving disputes between the union government and one or more state government, dispute between two or more state governments, violation of constitution by the government or the individual, violation of fundamental rights of an individual. Next point is appellate jurisdiction. The Supreme Court hears appeals against judgments of high courts. The Supreme Court is the final court of appeal and has power to review and change decision to the high courts. Next point is advisory jurisdiction. The Supreme Court can advise the President on request on legal and constitutional issues. The President may or not accept the advice. Next point is revisory jurisdiction. The Supreme Court has the power to review and judgment or order which it has passed earlier in order to rectify any error or mistake it may have made. Next point is guardian of the Constitution. The Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution. It safeguards the Constitution in two ways. First is it can cancel a law or an executive order if it is found to violate the Constitution. Second, it can issue rights for the enforcement of the fundamental rights. Next point is the scope of judicial review. The Supreme Court can review any law or executive order of the central government as well as state government and cancel them if they are found to have violated the laws of Indian Constitution. Next point is Court of Record. The Supreme Court records and prints out of all the cases it handles and all the judgments which are passed. These records serve as reference in future cases. Thus, the Supreme Court function as a court of record. Next point is the High Court. According to the Constitution, each state in the country can have a high court which is the highest judicial authority in that state. Some high courts have two or more states and union territories under their jurisdiction. Next is composition. As the highest level in the Chief Justice, there are a number of judges. This number is decided by the President according to the size of that state. The President appointed the Chief Justice of the High Court and the other judges in consultation and the governor of the state and the Chief Justice of India. The qualifications of judges of high courts are they must be citizen of India, they must have held a judicial office in India for at least 10 years. They must have been for at least 10 years advocate of a high court or of two or more such courts in session. Judges of high courts serve until they are 62 years old. They can resign earlier or can be removed from office by the president if they are impeached by the same process that applies to the judges of the Supreme Court. Next point is powers of the High Court. A High Court has original jurisdiction. It can hear original cases. These cases can involve disputes concerning fundamental rights, election, pension, and related disputes. A High Court has appeal jurisdiction where it can hear appeals against judgments passed in subordinate courts such as direct courts. The High Court can review and change decision taken in subordinate courts. It can also transfer a case from one court to another. High Court also control and supervises the functioning of subordinate courts. It has divisory jurisdiction in cases where it feels that the lower courts have gone beyond their jurisdiction. It maintains records of proceeding and decisions. Rights. Next point is rights. Next point is right. Both the Supreme Court and the High Court are empowered by the Constitution of India to issue rights for the enforcement of fundamental rights. A right is a form of written command or legal document giving order or direction to a person to act or not to act in a particular way. Some of the rights are the rights of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, etc. Now I will tell you some more points also. Subordinate courts. Below each high court there are several lower courts known as subordinate courts. These courts are under the control of high courts. There are three types of subordinate courts: criminal court, civil court, and revenue court. Panchayat court. In the panchayati system at the village level, there are some small law courts called Nyay Panchayat. Often there is one panchayat court for a number of villages. Nyay Panchayats try petty civil and criminal cases such as trespassing, personal disputes, minor theft, etc. Lok Adalat. The process of obtaining justice through law courts is a lengthy and expensive procedure in our country. In order to provide quicker and cheaper judicial service, Lok Adalats have been set up as the first Lok Adalat was held at Delhi in 1985. It settled almost 150 cases in one day. Legal aid, according to the Indian Constitution, all the citizens are equal before the law of caste, creed, social status, gender, religion. Under the legal aid scheme, free legal aid and legal service are made available to the poorer and weaker section of the society. Some of the categories are people belonging to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes, people with special needs, women and children, victims of human trafficking or beggars, people whose incomes are lower than certain amount decided by the government. The Indian judiciary has been designed to impact justice of all citizens. I will tell you now some values and skills. We must understand that the judicial system in a country should be strong and independent. It should protect the rights of every citizen. We should ensure that we do not influence the judge in any manner. Judiciary should be encouraged to give impatient justice without any basis. Now students, on page number 182, write down important words in your copy and match the column also in your copy. Thank you. We will soon meet again. Have a nice day.